All right. Well, I new grips. Found these grips down at Team Moto. Very similar to the anti-vibration grip puppies that I heard about. Unfortunately, because I'm a fucking retard, I fucked one of them. This one over here. So I'll have to go and get some more tomorrow. They're only actually $13, so not very expensive. But I actually ripped this one. I put a tear around the back of it here because I thought, and I don't know why. I thought these fucking foam things for anti-vibration went on top of your normal grips. Because people were saying it's a bigger thing to hold in your hand, and I thought that's because these things went over the top, but they don't. And I've ended up fucking one of them. And also, you got to put some soap on there to get them to slide on. They're pretty hard to get on. But yeah, I'll give those a whirl. Still got my old ones here in case I don't like them. That's all stiff because it's pushing on there. That's a bit interesting. Let's see how that works out. But yeah, that foam is touching on the bar end there and providing, there's resistance there. It's very slight, but there is resistance. So we'll see how we go. Yeah. So I'll go and get a new one of them tomorrow and get the other one going. Depending on how I feel, I might go. Tomorrow on my way to work. Well, I backed the thing up before and started it up with the exhaust out the door. I actually felt like I couldn't hold on to the bike properly because it's all fucking foamy and shit. You kind of, but anyway, we'll sort that out. I don't remember. Yeah.
Take your other ones to work.
Oh, I'll be right there to working back. They can't be that bad, but it doesn't feel very direct to me. You can squeeze them. You can fucking, it feels like a fucking semi. But yeah. Anyway. So we also changed the oil and filter, and we did it in here and didn't even make a mess, which was pretty good. And the oil was, it didn't look like new oil, that's for sure. But there was no, I only did it. I've done 4,000 Ks. We're at 59. I noticed when I get the bike back, they changed the module here and set it up so you can see how many Ks you've done to remind you to bring it in. But yeah, I'm 4,000 over on my 60,000 K service now, which isn't good. But we've changed the oil twice in that 4,000 Ks, and the first time was a fucking nightmare. I swear to God, I could see metal filings in there. And I looked into it and they go, oh, no, that's just the cam chain. When the cam chain gets loose, it touches the outside of the casing of the engine. It knocks little bits of aluminium off. And aluminium's not a fucking problem, apparently, but it just goes to the bottom and sits there. And it doesn't get attracted to magnets, which is, yeah, which is a shame, so it defies the fucking sump plug, having a magnet in it. But anyway, there's no shit in it this time. It looked pretty fucking clean. It was just a shitty colour, and now it's full of fucking new shit, and it cost $75 fucking dollars for the for the oil and the filter, which isn't bad because they told me it's actually $75 just for the oil, and that's only medium priced oil too, not real good shit. But yeah, that's about it. That's about all the updates here. Oh no, it's not. Fuck that. On my way home, this fucking thing, I pull over at Palmwoods to fuck around on the phone, Landsborough, go to restart my bike, fucking thing won't start. It's got a flat battery, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I push it down the road to take it down a side street because I'm right out the front of the shops there in Landsborough. And I push it down the side alley, and this old dude pulls up and goes, oh, what's going on? You need a hand? I go, yeah. And I said, I got a flat battery. How about you give us a push? So he goes, yeah, no worries. So he gets out and he starts pushing down the street. And I can't put it in second gear. When the bike's not running, the quick shift won't allow it or some shit. No matter what you do, you can't put it in second. And first, it just wanted to skid when I tried it. So anyway, I get him to push me down the street, and then I jump down on the seat and fucking starts, and I give it a fucking big gutful and nearly deafen this poor old cunt. He's fucking, I look back at it, he's like, Jesus Christ, you just, yeah. But anyway, but that's not the end of the story. I then pull up, start getting my shit together, putting my fucking helmet on, the bike sitting there in neutral, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying goodbye to old mate. I climb on the fucking thing, and I don't know what happened, but I put it in gear, and it fucking stopped. It just turned off. I think I may not have had the stand up completely and the solenoid was just touching maybe. He reckons it wasn't though. He says, nah, when I was pushing, I could see it. The stand wasn't down, you know. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so it died. We then tried re-push starting it. Nothing. Dead, dead, dead. Not a fucking thing. I'm like, oh, fuck. And still, I think it was because the stand, it wouldn't start because the stand wasn't completely up. Unless it's completely up on this thing, it will cut the engine. I think that's what it was. And it's interesting how things work out. He didn't have his tools with him at the time. We couldn't take the seat off, so he couldn't jump start me. But in actual fact, it wasn't that. Yeah. But anyway, battery's fucked. There it is down there. Piece of shit. Luckily, we got a 300 Ninja to rip the battery out of it. It's missing everything else. We've slowly taken all the parts off it. But yeah, so we got Taylor's battery in it, and I backed it up the door before and fired it up, and it sounded beautiful. It sounded nice and quiet and beautiful. And the only other thing I can add is that I said to T-Motor while I was in there, I go, what's the story with this? How about you give me a quote for the 60,000 K major service with the valves, you know? And they goes, oh yeah, $1,000. I'm like, really? $1,000? I said, I heard it was quite a bit more than that. He goes, no. He said, as far as the valve goes, we might not even touch them. We only look at them. You only check them. You open it up, and if they're within the factory clearance, you don't even touch them. And I said, how long does it take? Oh, 3 or 4 hours. I go, well, I thought it took 7. He goes, nah, it doesn't take 7. I said, well, these other guys told me it takes 7. He goes, it might take them 7. It doesn't take 7, man. All you can do is rip the fairings off, tank off, seat off, and then rip the airbox out, injectors, and take your head off, and you're there. Like, not that much work. And I was like, oh, okay, no worries. So anyway, yeah, bit of news there. Got the new front tyre on here. It's really oily. I got to go easy on this fucking thing. But it changed the bike completely. I nearly fell off the cunt straight away. As far as it pitching in, it's even more hardcore than the Rosso 3. I don't know what's going on, but I swear to God, you counter steer with this thing at 80 and it will slam over. The bike will just slam over. It's a very, very fast. It wasn't until I'm doing about 120 where the thing actually feels nice and I can just, yeah. So anyway, I'll get used to it, but it feels fantastic. But it's very, very different. It turns a lot quicker now. So, but front tyres are wild. I remember going in and getting a front tyre on my 750, and I rode out of the shop, went down the road, and went to turn a corner, and fucking nearly ended up, wiping out the fucking traffic island because it just turns so much quicker. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'll get the fuck off. It's 8 minutes long. Ciao, ciao.